Hey y'all, welcome back to A Moment with Miranda. As always, we are here to take a few minutes to reflect, reset, and remind ourselves that we are enough. Now, I know I said that this was going to be a daily podcast, but I'm just going to get to them when I can get to them because I've had some crazy life happen, which leads me to our topic today, which is talking about something that is absolutely deeply personal and honestly something that I feel like many of us go through and struggle with, and that is body image and confidence. This topic has been a topic of discussion kind of all week this week. And it especially hit home after I had a conversation with one of my friends. She found out that her significant other decided that he was going to cheat on her and that that was going to be okay. And here's the thing, it wasn't. And she was absolutely devastated. So she reached out to me. And while I am that friend that will always be there to listen, I am also that friend that tells you what I think you need to hear, even if it might be a little too blunt and bubbly for you to hear it. But no, it always comes from some kind of place of love, and sometimes I'm wrong, but on this particular instance, I feel like I'm very, very right. And this is what I told her. I said, "You have to move forward." And forget him for not valuing her and respecting her. Actually, I believe my words were fuck him. He does not deserve the air that you breathe. And you are way more beautiful and way better than to accept any kind of behavior like that. And I told her how proud I was of her for knowing that and loving herself enough to just walk away. Because honestly, it's not just about what others do to us. It's about how we choose to respond when people have harmed us and how we value and love ourselves all the way through that process. That conversation got us talking about something that we've both wrestled with our whole entire lives. I am not a very skinny girl, and I have struggled with my body image my whole life, and so has she. I shared with her how I used to hate my body, how my confidence was literally at level 0. Like, I would not show off anything. I wore things that just did not make me look that great at all or flatter any of my curves because I didn't want them. And I would make fun of myself. I would be putting myself down before anybody else could because I needed to be the funny friend because I would never be the beautiful friend, right? I truly believed that no one could ever love me or my body. And I felt like everything just needed to be hidden away inside a giant sweater, away from the world. And what I will tell you about that kind of negative self talk is that it is powerful, but not in the good way. It keeps you small, ashamed, and disconnected with the incredible person that we truly are. But something shifted for me, and I wanted to share that with her and with you guys today. For me, it started with lingerie, and this is where I have the trigger warning. I am not going to show you pictures of lingerie, but I will tell you that my cover photo of this podcast is of me in lingerie, wearing it as a shirt. And old Miranda would never be able to do that. And lingerie sparked a thing with confidence with me. My friend who is a boudoir photographer, her name is Christina Cloud. If you ever need to have pictures done, please get them done by her. She is phenomenal. Kind of helped me through this and inspired me to do what I'm about ready to talk about. I started wearing lingerie, not for anyone else, but for me. I started practicing confidence by wearing things that made me feel sexy and beautiful, even if nobody else saw it, which I'm gonna tell you, nobody else did. Until my cover photo. Lingerie became this way of reclaiming my body. I've had a lot of trauma happen with my body, and it was my way of saying that this is me, and I am going to love this wrecked body that has so many scars. I decided to take it a step further, and I started taking photos of myself in ways that I had never had before. Ooh, scandalous. Something that maybe we shouldn't talk about on the podcast, but I am anyway because I think it's important. These photos were not for anyone else. They were literally just taken for me, for my own personal collection.
By doing this, by getting all dressed up and getting sexified, as I would call it, I completely changed how I saw myself. I literally stopped negatively talking about my body. Instead, I started giving myself compliments. I'd say, "You're beautiful," or "You look amazing today." And you know what? It wasn't just my mindset that changed. My confidence grew. I started doing better in sales. I got more compliments from others. And most importantly, I finally, for the first time in my life, I felt worthy. I finally believed that I was enough. That's the thing. We tear ourselves down so much. And it's easy to fall into that trap. And when we're not doing it to ourselves, society seems to take a step in and do it for us. But here's what I've learned. We have to stop waiting for someone else to give us permission to feel beautiful. It starts with us. We have to appreciate what we have, celebrate it, and stop apologizing for it. To anyone out there struggling with body image or confidence, I want to tell you this. Start small. Compliment yourself every day. Look in the mirror and say one thing that you love about yourself. Because you're incredible. You're amazing. You are worth the space that you take up. Take a photo, even if you never share it with anyone, just to remind yourself of your worth. It's for you. Do something that makes you feel incredible in your own skin. Whether that's wearing scandalous lingerie, putting on your favorite outfit, or just standing tall in your own space. My dear, you deserve to take up space. And please do it with pride. Confidence doesn't just happen overnight, but it does happen when you show up for yourself day after day. Thank you for spending this moment with me. Keep celebrating yourself, keep building the confidence, and remember that you are worthy of love and respect. But you have to start with love and respecting yourself. And as always, remember, you are always enough, babe. Always.